My dear brothers and sisters, we praise and thank God for gathering us this afternoon as we celebrate this Eucharist on the solemnity of the patroness of our chapel, Mary, Mother of Hope. Kaya naman po nais kong batiin ang bawat isa sa inyo ng Happy Fiesta. Palakpakan po natin ng Panginoon at ating mahal na ina. You know, in 2013, when this chapel was being built, a question was posed to our Archbishop of Manila then, Cardinal Chito Tagle. Tinanong siya ni Father June noon, na ngayon ay Bishop June na. Sabi, Eminence, sino po ang magiging patron of the chapel in Landmark? And the Cardinal said, let us present it to the Presbyteral Council. It is a group of priests representing the clergy of the Archdiocese. Let us make a common discernment, sabi ni Cardinal Chito, para mapili natin kung sino ang patroness ng Landmark Chapel. And so during the meeting, the Cardinal presented the matter at hand, and we were discerning sino kaya ang pwedeng maging patron or patroness of the Landmark Makati Chapel. There was one priest who said, Eminence, isn't it that the owner is Mr. Keng? So why not Christ the King Chapel? No. Sabi namin, oo nga, no. Pwede naman, no, pwede naman. But after much discussion, Cardinal Chito, out of nowhere, said, why not Mary, Mother of Hope? Sabi namin, saan galing yung title na yon? Hindi namin alam pa noon kung saan galing yung title. And so that is the story why this chapel was given the name Mary, Mother of Hope, and was placed under the patronage of Mary as our Mother of Divine Hope. And as you very well know, now there are already 3 landmark chapels, and all the 3 landmark chapels are under the patronage of Mary, Mother of Hope. The theme chosen for our fiesta this year is Hope in every prayer, peace in every heart. And this theme beautifully describes our Christian life. Every prayer that we offer should be full of hope, and every heart touched by God should be full of peace. In our gospel, we heard the story that happened in Cana, the very first sign that Jesus performed in the Gospel of St. John. Jesus changed water into wine. And the story started with Mary noticing what no one else seemed to notice. Parang si Maria lang ang nakapansin noong problema na mauubos na ang alak. At anong ginawa ni Maria? She did not panic. She did not complain. She did not think of anything else but to bring the problem to Jesus. Hinanap na siguro si Jesus. Nasaan ba si Jesus? At nang makita niya yung kanyang anak, sinabi lang niya, they have no wine. It may be a statement of fact dahil wala na talagang alak. But it was really a prayer. Mary was praying to Jesus, they have no more wine. As if Mary is saying, Jesus, do something for them. My dear brothers and sisters, here Jesus teaches us what prayer is all about. Prayer is not first finding solutions. Prayer is really bringing our concerns to the one who has the solutions. And the prayer of Mary is a prayer filled with hope. She was sure, she knew that Jesus would do something. Kaya nga kahit na parang nag-object pa si Jesus, parang sinabi ni Jesus, hindi ko pa pwedeng gawin yan, Mary was so sure, was so confident that Jesus would do something. The prayer of Mary is a prayer filled with hope. Hope in every prayer. And every prayer should be full of hope because as we heard in our first reading today, prayer is heeding the invitation of God to come to me, all you who yearn for me. Prayer is not really the action of man, the initiative of humanity. Prayer is a response to the God who invites us to Himself. Prayer is our response to God who tells us, come to me, all you who are looking for me. Present to me all your concerns. Bring to me whatever you need. My dear brothers and sisters, our prayers are our best expression of our hope. Kaya yung taong nagdarasal, taong punong-puno ng pag-asa. At kapag nawawalan tayo ng pag-asa, ang una nating tingnan kung nagdarasal pa ba tayo. Kasi kapag hindi na nagdarasal, nawawala na rin ng pag-asa. Yung ating pag-asa, ipinapakita natin sa ating pagdarasal. Alam niyo po, nakakatuwa na dito sa ating chapel, yung mga tao pumupunta hindi lang naman kapag oras ng misa. May mga tao na umaakyat dito in between masses. And maybe they bring to God their burdens, their concerns, their problems in life. Siguro problema sa pamilya, problema sa finances, whatever responsibilities that are heavy, they bring to God in this chapel. And we know that as they pray in this chapel, their hope is enlightened. They are given much hope. At yung kanilang panalangin ang nagbibigay ng pag-asa sa kanila. My dear brothers and sisters, every prayer must be full of hope because it is only in God where we can place all our hope. Kasi sabi sa atin ni St. Paul sa ating second reading, hope in God does not disappoint. People disappoint. Plans disappoint. Finances disappoint. Our health disappoints. And even people we love can also disappoint us. But the assurance of St. Paul is hope in God does not disappoint. And so Mary is our mother of hope because she reminds us that no concern is too small or no burden is too heavy, or no situation is too hopeless that we cannot bring them to Jesus. Our hope is expressed in our prayers. Hope in every prayer, but peace in every heart. You notice that in the gospel, Mary was so calm. She was so peaceful. Kahit na may problema, parang hindi siya natataranta. Tayo minsan may konting problema lang, parang hindi na mapakali. hindi na matulog, natataranta na. Mary was so at peace because she hoped in Jesus, her Son. The same is true with us, my dear brothers and sisters. If we have hope in Jesus, we can always be at peace. Because peace is not really the absence of problems. Peace does not come to us when problems disappear. Peace is the assurance that Jesus is with us even in our problems. If you know that Jesus is with you, even if you have heavy problems and burdens in life, you can always be at peace. Ang tunay na kapayapaan nanggagaling sa ating pag-asa. Kapag nawala na tayo ng pag-asa, wala na ring kapayapaan. Pero kapag may pag-asa, may kapayapaan. Peace is the fruit of hope, and hopeful people are peaceful people. Kapag tayo'y umaasa, kaya nating matulog ng mahimbing sa gabi, kahit na may sakit, may problema, may kinakaharap na pagsubok, we will be always at peace because we have placed our hope in the God who will never disappoint us. You know, my dear brothers and sisters, I take it as the mission of our chapel, named after Mary under her title, Mother of Hope. I take it as our mission as a chapel community to give hope to others. Magbigay ng pag-asa, lalong-lalo na sa mga nawawalan ng pag-asa. Kaya nga kapag may mga humihingi ng tulong sa ating community, ang pagkakaunawa natin, hindi lamang ito paghingi ng tulong. They are asking us to share in their hopes. At ang ating tulong ay hindi lamang basta pagbibigay ng tulong, kundi sinasabi natin sa kanila, kasama nyo kami sa inyong pag-asa. You know, one of what I will consider as highlights of our community, Ka-Chapel community, this past year was our visit to the Correctional Institute for Women in Mandaluyong. Kasama ko po ang some 15 chapel servants, and we visited last May our sisters who are deprived of liberty in Correctional Institute for Women. At pumunta po kami doon dahil gusto naming magbigay ng pag-asa. Sino pa ba ang mga nawawalan ng pag-asa, kundi yung mga nakakulong, walang kalayaan at hindi nila alam kung kailan nila matatanggap yung kanilang inaasam na kalayaan. Pumunta kami doon para magbigay ng pag-asa. Alam ko po may picture yata. Yung susunod munang picture, ayan. Hindi ho pwedeng ipakita yung mukha ng aming mga kasama. Ilan lang ho yan sa maraming nakausap namin at na-encounter sa correctional. Yung iba nga po, mga VIP, mga kilalang mga tao. Gusto nyo pong malaman kung sino yung mga kilalang taong nandun? No? Mamaya po, ibubulong ko na lang sa inyo. No? At nakikipag-usap kami sa kanila, nagkaroon kami ng misa. Naku, talagang ang lakas kumanta, ang lakas sumagot sa misa. Tapos nagkaroon kami ng program, ng interaction sa kanila. At meron po mga kabataan na PDLs, na mga ang gagaling sumayaw, talaga ang galing nilang sumayaw. At bago magsimula yung pagsayaw ng mga kabataang ito, sabi nung MC, mamaya susubukan natin ang galing ng sumayaw ng mga taga-landmark. Kaya nung marinig ko yun, kinabahan na ako. Sabi ko, gusto ko yatang pumunta sa CR. Pero hindi naman ako makaalis kasi dapat mapanood ko rin sila. At maya-maya nakita ko unti-unti silang lumalapit sa amin. At niyayaya yung isa-isa, yung mga kasama ko, na pumunta sa gitna para sumayaw. Ayan, tingnan nyo naman. Ang kanta po niyan ay Hawak Ko Ang Beat. Kaya tingnan nyo yung mga kamay nila. Ako po ayaw kong tumayo. Sabi sa akin yung katabi ko, Father, sige na, mapapahiya sila. Pumalakpak-palakpak ka na lang. O kaya ako naman, palakpak. Iniisip ko, wala namang camera dito sa loob. Wala namang makakakita ng ginagawa namin. May camera pala. Pagkatapos so naming mag-program, inikot nila kami doon sa compound. Merong nagpapayong pa sa akin habang umiikot na isang PDL at nakikipagkwentuhan siya sa akin. Habang nagkukwentuhan, nasabi niya sa akin, alam mo, Father, ang kaso ko nga, murder. Naku, kinabahan po ako. Sabi ko sa kanya, hindi mo naman pinayungan yung pinatay mo? Umikot kami, kung nakita ko na meron din silang parlor sa loob. No, siyempre, mga babae, nagpapariband, nagpapakulay ng buhok, nagpapakulot. At nagkaroon ng encounter sa iba't ibang mga dormitories doon sa loob. But you know, as we were interacting with them, I can feel the peace in their hearts. Hindi ko po malaman, pero sabi ko itong mga taong ito, parang ang payapa-yapa nila. Parang masaya sila. Parang hindi sila nawawalan ng pag-asa. Kapag tinanong mo sila, ano ang inaasahan ninyo? Isang malakas na sagot ang sasabihin nila, kalayaan. At sabi nung isa, Father, tuwing bumabangon kami sa umaga, naiisip namin isang araw na naman papalapit sa kalayaan. That is hope in every prayer. The hope that gives peace in their heart. Kaya umalis po kami doon, hindi na kami nagbigay ng pag-asa sa kanila. Sila yung nagturo sa amin ng pag-asa. My dear brothers and sisters, may every prayer we offer be filled with hope. Because we trust that God hears us, even if His answers take time. And may every heart be at peace, not because life is free from trials and distress, but because we know, we believe, and we trust that God is faithful, that His words will never fail, and hope in Him will never, ever disappoint.
The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint John.
Glory to you, O Lord.
There was a wedding in Cana in Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Jesus and his disciples were also invited to the wedding. When the wine ran short, the mother of Jesus said to him, "They have no wine." And Jesus said to her, "Woman, how does your concern affect me? My hour has not yet come." His mother said to the servers, "Do whatever he tells you." Now there were 6 stone water jars there for Jewish ceremonial washings, each holding 20 to 30 gallons. Jesus told the servers, "Fill the jars with water." So they filled them to the brim. Then Jesus told them, "Draw some out now and take it to the head waiter." So they took it. And when the head waiter tasted the water that had become wine, without knowing where it came from, the head waiter called the bridegroom and said to him, "Everyone serves good wine first, and then when people have drunk freely, an inferior one. But you have kept the good wine until now." Jesus did this as a beginning of his signs in Cana in Galilee, and so revealed his glory. And his disciples began to believe in him. Brothers and sisters, the gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.